Hey, come on in.
They step into an old, abandoned juvenile detention center in Michigan. What was supposed to be a quick, exciting video for social media turns into a nightmare just minutes later, one that would uncover the story of one of the stranger, hidden groups in the state.
I don't know if I want to really get in.
All right, so we seen
Yo,
my fault.
Yo,
We seen the
Don't see no pod. This is for.
Tell me this. Hey, I don't want. I'm not listening.
Decaying walls, rusted doors, and dark hallways, the exact kind of vibe that holds a chilling appeal for these teen urban explorers. But deep inside that heavy silence, something was waiting for them that they never expected to see. The weird thing about moments like this is that fear doesn't always turn you back. Sometimes it's the exact opposite. Curiosity pushes you a few steps further just to figure out what you're actually scared of.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, come on in.
The teens move down the dark corridors, guided only by their flashlights. Suddenly, on the floor, hidden under an old door and a sheet of tarp, they spot something. At first glance, it just looks like a discarded mannequin or a large doll, but one of them gets suspicious. They hesitantly step closer and pull back the edge of the tarp. Everyone freezes. That object on the floor isn't a mannequin, it's the lifeless body of a young woman.
I'm not looking either. Look, you want me to get close up for you? Hey,
Am I moving? Hold on. Yes. Move it. Kick that door off.
Come on in.
Panicked screams echo through the halls. Curiosity instantly vanishes, and they run for their lives. For a brief moment, they hesitate. Should they call the police and risk getting busted for trespassing, or stay quiet? Fortunately, conscience and a sense of responsibility win over the fear of getting in trouble, and they dialed 911.
Monroe County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi. So we were exploring a abandoned building, and I think we found a dead body.
Okay, what was the address?
Right now we're at the Monroe Travel Center.
Where was the address you were exploring?
It's the old student center, or like an old school or something.
You're pretty far away from Netto.
Yeah, because we drove away and we didn't know what to do.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Like, he moved a door that was on the ground, and underneath it there was a tarp, and under the tarp we saw a foot. So we left and called.
Can you give me a call when you get back to the pilot center?
Yes.
When the police enter the massive complex, the atmosphere is heavy with tension and silence. Officers clear room after room until they finally reach the crime scene. The details inside the building quickly show this wasn't a routine death or a typical homeless overdose. The victim's face and body were painted gold. Candles were set around her, and strange cryptic symbols were drawn on her legs. The abandoned building had been turned into the scene of a sinister ritual.
That door on the left. The long hallway. Long hallway.
Investigators soon identify the victim, Kayla, a 22-year-old woman who had been shot and killed. Following the clues, lead police to a black Mercury Milan that Kayla was last seen getting into. The car belonged to a 44-year-old man named Stephen Bells, a man Kayla had previously taken out a restraining order against. But when police arrived at Stephen's address, he's vanished. Choosing such an isolated, abandoned location meant that it took a while for anyone to discover the crime, giving the killer plenty of time to escape. But the stranger part of the story was only just beginning.
Series of rooms. Multiple doors sealed. Make it right.
2 weeks later, in another state, a 19-year-old guy named Bryn approaches the police, claiming he just escaped from a dangerous man. He says something that completely flips the case on its head. He claims he has video footage of the killer inside that abandoned building. In this video, a wild claim is made, one that, if true, would blow this case up from a single murder into something massive, a claim of 16 killings. Following this lead, police finally tracked down Stephen and his group. But what was the secret behind that abandoned building?
It's gold.
It's all over.
It's on her face, her arm,
On her neck.
her shirt.
Look at how her legs are positioned. Shirt's pulled up. I'll get my fingerprint scanner out here in a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, probably what, mid-20s, 30s maybe.
Hello, what's going on?
So I finally got away from him and I just called the cops to get him out. So I got you on the phone because you're a witness for me. So my cousin in Monroe, Michigan, this is my aunt, by the way. She knows like everything going on.
Is she on FaceTime?
Yeah, she's on FaceTime. She's can't really see her.
I can see it. Okay. Good.
So he's wanted for murder right now in Monroe, Michigan, for the Kayla Sadowski death. And I was apparently wanted for it as well at some point, but I had left his house today.
Stephen had gathered a group of vulnerable, isolated people around himself. He called himself Grim, after the Grim Reaper, and named his group the Reapers. Psychological manipulation in groups like this shows that controlling, charismatic leaders usually don't start with brute force. First, a person needs someone to make them feel like they belong. Then that apparent support turns into dependency. And once dependency takes hold, controlling people becomes surprisingly easy. That's exactly how Stephen wormed his way into the members' lives. He used other members as bait to lure Kayla to that abandoned building, where one of the women tied to the group pulled the trigger, and the others helped hide the body.
I was one of them. And in order to live there, he took your food stamp card. He would take whatever cards you had, and basically your money and everything was his. I did not agree to that, so he knew not to take from me. I just stayed there. I slept on the couch. I woke my head and I laid my head.
Stephen saw himself as the mastermind. Without ever getting his own hands dirty, he used the jealousy, dependency, and fears of his followers to pull off his plans. Another bizarre twist: once arrested, the cult members started turning on each other one by one. The very same group that once called themselves a family began confessing against each other just to save their own skins.
So who do you think killed this girl?
I know who killed her. I got the video right here to show you.
Okay, well, let's see it, my man.
You can obviously tell I was shocked as hell.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
We have a video of you saying that you were the one that killed her.
No.
So it's 5 videos.
We'll go through them all if you want to.
Unless they're trying to pin this on me that I had nothing to do with.
Well, let's watch these, and I want to talk to you because let's just.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
I was all forced. They forced me to stay on her.
Let's watch them all, and then I want to hear.
This is a classic psychological trait of high control groups. As long as fear and dependency are maintained, members seem fiercely loyal. But the moment the leader's power crumbles, that loyalty disappears overnight. In the end, detailed investigations proved the claim of 16 murders was completely fabricated, a product of the leader's mind games and manipulation. Stephen and his accomplices were handed long prison sentences.
Protection. Can we get that gun back?
They came out and we all left to him.
Okay, what was said in the car when they all came out?
That she's finally dead.
Who said that?
Steve and Kaylin.
Steve and Kaylin?
7 teenagers walked into an abandoned building just looking for a cool spot to film. But what they found was way more than just a creepy backdrop. A body, strange symbols, and clues that led police right to a group living in the dark. Sometimes what makes an abandoned place so dangerous isn't the crumbling walls or the pitch-black darkness. It's the people who think no one will ever come looking for them there.